Hey YT World, this your girl La Kiki, Miss D, that is, and I'm coming at you, coming straight at you. We coming at you with Black Ink Crew, the OG original. I knew this wasn't gonna last. Season 8, episode 2. Pretty much before I start this review, make sure you like and subscribe to my your girl channel. Make sure you hit that notification bell as well. Here, you want this? Here. Here. Pretty much I wanted to go over my thoughts and stuff of episode 1, and I just want to like hit points that I just remembered in episode 1, which is not that much shit at all, because it was kind of like a filler beginning episode. But pretty much Kwani pretty much is not over the fact that Caesar got her put the signal out for her ass to get popped in the eye at the movie theaters while they had their child though. Like, are you serious? Like, Puma tried to pretty much diminish whatever beef they had, like, hey, you know, no beef or whatever, and then Caesar gonna get mad and try to get his girl jumped though. Like, if I can't get to you, let me get to her. But they in a fucking children's movie, trying to watch a children's movie, and then you wait to go outside with her child in her hand and try to get some girl to pop her in her eye, blacked her eye and everything. And then she like, when you Google my name, that's the first thing you see is Kwani with a black eye. And he was like, let me see. Oh, there she go with a black eye. She ain't lying. Caesar, you too old as shit for that. Stop. You too old to be doing that shit, period. That's too, like, come on. And she wasn't lying about it. And you trying to act on camera like you don't know nothing about it. You know everything about it. This guy going off for her son, because now he's going down the wrong lane. Like, we've been had a presumption that he was gonna go in the wrong lane. As soon as you got his ass, he probably only contacted you just to get out that household in Texas, just so he can go into the city and do what he want, because he was tired of those rules dead. So he was already gonna do that. I mean, that's why he pretty much desperately reached out to your ass, and your other son did not. He started smoking, drinking more, you know, just in a drug life and around his brother. And that's a shame that she have to say, like, he's around his brother Dessalines now. I mean, not Dessalines, but what's the other brother's name? I can't think of it right now. But she's around him, and he's a bad influence. He's around the wrong people in a picture on Instagram with guns and drugs and things like that. Like, no, that's not the lane I wanted for Dessalines. I want him to be the fresh start son that I could move on with. But Dessalines did all in all, I think he wanted to get out of Texas, out of Houston, and he wanted to come here to the city and do everything he is exactly doing. He was probably doing little stuff in Texas, and he's like, you know what, I'm trying to reach out to my mom so that I can have a chance to get out of this place or whatever. And that's where he at now, doing what he doing. Stealing from you and everything, like, yeah, you got to get your shit together and go, for real, for reals. I already had to save my mom, look for her in daggone crack homes and stuff like that. Now I got her complacent in Atlanta, like, that's even better. But I got her complacent there, and I don't need you coming up and making her freaking backlash. You know what I mean? That's crazy. So she's going through that with her son. He pretty much disowning her. I look at you differently, all high and stuff. He was just calm as shit. That's how you know he was high. He was like, man, mom, just get back in the house. Just get back in the room. Just get back. Go ahead, man. I look at you differently now. You did this for a check. You did this for a check. No, you did this for a check. You could have been still a foster kid, and you with your foster mom, and you reached out to me on a show knowing that I'm your mother, and you did this for a check to come over here with me. You wasn't saying that I did this for a check when I'm rolling out the red carpet on your ass when we going places, and pretty much paying for your plane tickets back and forth to my place, Miami and all that. You wasn't saying that then. So it's like, boy, sit down somewhere. And then you have young Bae going through with Rob, and pretty much like, it's getting hectic. You know, we be fighting all the time. I don't want that around my son. And I don't want to have a broken home, so I'm trying to put up with it, but it's like it's getting harder and harder. I don't know. We probably end up breaking up, divorcing pretty much. So she's going through that. Caesar apologized to Donna and actually wanted her to come back to the shop. And so she gave her back a booth. And also they reached out because it was his 40th birthday party, obviously, and he reached out to either even her boo that he broke his back and all that, and then he gonna reach out to him saying whenever you feel better and the rehab kicks in and all that, you can come back and have a seat. Nah, I'm good. I don't trust you no more. Pretty much. And then you have Puma. He came back, made friends with him. Everybody saw that through social media. We already know he was going to be back on this season once that shit happened. And he was back. But Kwani don't like that shit. She's like, I don't trust your ass and I would never forget. Pretty much. So that's that really. Oh, yeah, I'm sorry. And then you have Miss Kitty. Mom is going through extensive treatments of chemotherapy. So she's out in D.C. where my city at. She's out in D.C. for a while because her mom is going through extensive chemotherapy treatment. So she won't be in any scenes other than FaceTime for a little bit, I'm thinking. Other than that, I think I hit on all the other points of episode 1 since my notes fucking vanished. Like, I had my notepad in the car, like literally with a whole rack of notes like this, and it disappeared. The heat was so bad. But we're gonna get through this. Okay, pretty much for episode 2, Caesar brings his painting into the shop that was gifted to him from Puma. They clown him about it, and they talk about the person that would have been the life of the party was Miss Kitty. I'm sad that Miss Kitty wasn't here, and then Caesar like, yeah, her mom going through chemotherapy, extensive treatments. She was in remission, and then now it came back again, and it's spreading and things like that. So it's just like, he's pretty much like, she'll be here sometime, they always have to have that sentimental, dramatic music. Then Caesar do his lips like, sorry, Miss Kitty come back. He always do that fucking dramatic thing, and it's so annoying. Turn on a Lifetime story music. I mean, seriously. Caesar meets up with his baby mother, Crystal. She asked him for a favor. To take care of Cheyenne for a few weeks while she get major surgery. He's like, major surgery? She was like, yeah, she gonna have her jaw broken. When she said that shit, I was like, oh! Like, she gonna have her jaw broken. And she was like, then they gonna realign her jaw in the right way, because she said she don't feel pretty at all. She's been having low self-esteem ever since she broke up with him, and they have been longer, no more, I can't even talk. What the heck? They have no longer been together in a relationship. She has been dating no one. She's just been single in the house alone, taking care of her daughter, and she want to get it back out there, but she feel ugly. And everybody always, I know she hear all the talk about everybody saying, oh my God, his baby mother got whole fucking jawline, like everything just like thick neck coat that's just hanging or whatever, like loose neck just hanging. So they probably gonna tighten all that shit up, break her jaw, realign her jaw, get all this, because I got the mother neck right now too, like a little. I never had none of this, none of that. You see that? None of that. I never had none of that. Oh, I showed my under armpit and everything because that girl got shaved today. But anyway, I never had none of that until his ass came here. But I don't know what you mean when you feel ugly and stuff right now, because this is my ugly version of feeling ugly, even though I know I still am confident in how I look. But this is my ugly version. So I understand where she's coming from. And he's just all like, why would you risk yourself to have major surgery to change yourself? Like, you should not change yourself, period. And she was like, you just don't get it. You would never get it. You're a guy, And he was like, but he agreed and said, it is what it is. Like, I'll pretty much watch her for you, so you can feel better about yourself, Sky and Allison meet up at the beach to talk about the Dez meetup, and she tells him about chose her about the blow up and everything she said to him. Pretty much she disowned him as a son and all that. Like, they was both talking shit to each other, hurting each other's feelings pretty much. Allison gave her good advice about just taking some time away, and things will work itself out. Take some time away, get yourself right. He need to get himself right. Y'all come back together and things will work itself out. And you're talking to a mother that just lost her 14-year-old son, 14 or 15-year-old son, from brain cancer. So it's like, it's probably a sore spot for her to talk about. Like, look, you don't want to lose the only the son you got in your life right now. Because trust me, it do not feel good. So she was definitely the person to talk to and to, bring her back around to reality. Like, he could not be here tomorrow. So do you want to leave off with him not being here tomorrow and you not being able to reconcile your differences and stuff? Like, think about it. Get some time, some space, and come back. Things will work itself out. Pray on it. So that was nice. Caesar's personal assistant, Q, which we wasn't introduced, but I did see him in that party, and I was like, who is this guy? But we wasn't introduced to him, but we just got introduced to him now. And he comes in for a tattoo, for his good work in doing Caesar's party, pretty much. So they have everybody like all the new artists want to pretty much tattoo him. So Caesar put together like a little 15-minute drawing contest, even with Crystal. I think her name is Crystal, because I think it's baby mother Crystal and it's Crystal, the little square jaw pretty girl, whatever. And Q ends up, even though Crystal's was bad as shit, like, Q ends up picking Mike. He's obviously gay and obviously into him or whatever. He lets that be known, He really picked Mike only because he pretty much wanted him to be feeling all on him while he did the tattoo, because his shit was weak. I was looking at his tattoo like rainbows and unicorn type tattoo, like it looked like it was still half done, like wasn't finished all the way. And just what Crystal did when she was drawing, her shit was legit. So he should have got that shit on him, but whatever. Young Bae and Rob have a huge fight, and he packed up all of his stuff and left again. So he did this multiple times, but she said this time she think it's for real. Like, this is the biggest ever. Like, I don't think I want him to come back into this household and my son keep experiencing us arguing like that. It's no point. Which is true. Caesar dropped his daughter off to school, but before he dropped her off to school, he learned about all her damn high maintenance ass chores that she put him through and her mother through every day. Like, she's becoming a diva. That's what he said, a demon child, and pretty much running him around the whole damn town, getting everything from friggin' Starbucks coffee to the convenience store, etc., etc. That's the problem right there. Like, maybe if you stop all them extra runs that her mom been guiltily doing herself, and I'm saying, yes, I'm making up words like shit, guiltily doing herself, that's why she got the hanging jawline, that's why your daughter about to have it too. It's because y'all doing all these extra little food run stuff. Stop that shit. Make food at home. Like, cut that pattern out right now. But it might be too late, Miss Kitty talks with Tati via FaceTime, and tells her that her mom's cancer is spreading and that she's not getting better. And she's in ICU now, which, oh my God, it's no way. Like, I don't know how I will feel. Fortunately, I do have my parents, but I don't know how I will feel if that happens. So she's scared, and she's pretty much letting her know she's still in DC or whatever. Walt's girlfriend, Jessica, stopped through. Let me see. Let me see. Give it to me. No, give me the toy. Give me the toy. Hold on for a second, y'all. Can you eat? Yes, I had to turn that shit off because he was getting on my nerves. Jessica stopped through the shop. We learned that that's Walt's new girlfriend, which is not entirely new. We realized that she's been here. He's been messing with her for about 4 years, pretty much. Donna remembers her face and was like, you the hoe to try to jump me with Duchess. You try to jump me with Duchess on the ski slope, whatever. And she kept claiming that the girl pulled her wig off, whatever. She's like, I didn't pull your wig. That was Duchess who pulled your wig. And Donna was like, she was like, don't, bitch. Like, I don't care whether she didn't pull my wig, you didn't pull my wig, whatever. Whoever pulled my wig, it don't matter. You was still in cahoots with the bitch. Like, you still tried to jump me. And now all of a sudden, and then Walt, you know that she tried to jump me, and now you bringing her in as your girlfriend, and you ain't even going to let me know that this the whole, I've been looking for her forever, and you ain't let me know about it, and now you want to bring her in and introduce her to me, and she ain't even apologize for the shit she did back then. And she was all like, well, I'm just down for the cause because I came in with them. You was ghosted out of the crew, and I came in with them, so I was just, being true to the people I came with. I didn't know Duchess until that day, and I didn't know you at all, so I'm gonna go hard for them, the people I came with, and not for, And Donna's like, I ain't trying to hear that shit. Because I wouldn't be trying to hear that shit neither. I don't care. If you don't know me, don't fucking jump into it. Because as soon as you jump into it, you're going to get to know me. Period. You don't do that shit. You're going to get it back. Don't ever think that I forgot about that shit. She got a good ass eye memory for real. She know people visually like shit, even if their face change, weight change, all that. She like, I know that bitch. Like, that's funny, Donna. But she pretty much not accepting that apology, and then Sky calls, because that's when the saying broke. Sky calls because they go out and leave Walt and her go on a date. And she was like, go take your ass out or whatever. And then Sky calls Caesar for more time away to get her and her son dead straight, and then C's reflect on that shit. I'm not going over that because that was another droopy ass scene where he do the droop lip shit that he normally do. Yeah, don't do that. Okay? Walt and Jess go on a date, and it was like a rock climbing date. And he pretty much explains how happy he is with her, how she pretty much is the light to all his darkness when he was going through what he was going through. She was always the bright face that he always thought about, pretty much. And he was climbing that wall like Spider-Man for real. She couldn't even get up with her big ass, but that was just funny. Young Bae mother's finally arrives. She flew her there to New York so she can pretty much help her with her son and things like that. She hasn't seen her mom in 4 months. I'm like, wow, that is a little time, whatever. She tells her mom about Rob and her fighting, and that he left because her mom was like, where's Rob? And she was like, oh, he's gone. She tells her mom pretty much about divorcing him, but her mom doesn't like it at all because in their culture, divorce is looked upon as not good, disgraceful, I guess, is for women or whatever. Like, we supposed to just deal with a fucked up marriage, but never get divorced. Just deal with it until they die off, but don't ever get a divorce. And that shit is not copacetic. I don't like divorce neither. Like, I wouldn't want to get married ever and then just be like divorced in the next couple months, 2 years, or whatever down the line. We don't want to get divorced when we get married, but that shit will be happening if physical violence, anything like that, mental, physical, all that altercation go on in my marriage. I'm not gonna sit there with my child and go through that myself and let my child see me going through that, and then it's gonna mentally have him going through that. Like, that's not worth that. Period. F the culture for all that. That's how I feel. And her mom just says she'll be here to help her with everything. Mama be here. And then we get to Kwame and Puma having a date night. And Caesar pops up on them talking about something. He got a surprise. That's what he said to Kwame. I got a surprise. And then Caesar pop up. And she like, why would you have him pop up on our first date night? And back here, why would you have him pop up like that? You don't want to go nowhere. He always keep want to go back and forth from my going back and forth, back and forth. Boy, you don't want nothing. And then he want to put aside the differences. Kwame ain't having it. She don't want to apologize. She don't want to apologize for nothing. She don't want to hear his apology at all. She tells him that we were friends and then you start dating the devil's pawn. I was cracking up laughing at the devil's pawn. She was acting like the devil's pawn. And then got pussy whipped and changed up on them pretty much. Caesar said we were all young and dumb, and he apologized. Like, you can't keep apologizing, saying that dumb shit all the time. Like, we were young and dumb and shit. Like, you said that for so many seasons and you still do the same young and dumb shit all over again. So that's crazy. She agrees pretty much to let it go, and to let it go, but not forget or forgive. She didn't exactly forgive at all. She's just like, I'll let this go right now, but that's not really saying I forgive you, and I'm damn sure not gonna forget. But what I don't understand is why they still using Duchess in scenes and she not with the show no more. I guess like if you already signed a release period, they're able to use your imagery because of the first contract you had with them ever with the show, or maybe like it's like a ongoing thing of like you allow us to pretty much exploit you for how many years or whatever, so she can't do nothing about it. Because I'd be like, if I'm not on the show, bitch, take my face off of anything y'all talking about. Y'all going back cutting scenes to me or whatever. Like, y'all obviously miss me. The show is dead without me, because she doing her greatest thing, with her shop over there. You don't hear no shit. But maybe Charlotte Inc. might be coming sometime soon. You never know. Black Ink Charlotte. I mean, hey. Donna comes in and says hi to everyone, but Walt pretty much shade the shit out of him. And Donna's still pissed. And Jessica, then he's still pissed at she's still pissed at Walt. And then Walt go back in the back. Like, he just walk away from the shit. Teddy was like, yeah, that's the best thing you do. Let her vent. Go back there and get away from her. And then everybody talk about how Donna and Walt pretty much, like, I should tell her about everybody that he was messing with. And then Steve's like, including you, Donna? And she's like, no. She was like, that was a long time ago. I'm trying to forget it, pretty much. Because he hit it, too. Donna's still pissed, and Jessica come right in when she pissed. And Jessica asked, she was like, oh my God, you gonna still bring this bitch by when I already told you I'm mad at you about her and what she did, and you still gonna bring this whole by again for me to see her again? And then Donna, she said to Donna, like, I thought that was water over the bridge. I thought we talked about it or whatever. She's like, what you want me to do? Because I already apologized before. She said, you ain't fucking apologize. And Donna says, respect my space and get the fuck out. That's what she said, pretty much. That's funny. But girl, you can't throw nobody out of a shop that's not yours. You barely back in the shop. So I'm going to need you to just calm down, stay in your little corner, do what you got to do. Let she pop off again, just did that shit. Pretty much they go off. I mean, it's pretty much like a production clusterfuck, pretty much. And the security all try and push them, back them both away from each other in both corners or whatever. And Jess gonna say round 2 can happen then. Round 2 can happen. Round 2 can happen right now. And Donna tries to reach for it, but security pretty much breaks it up. That's what we kind of leave off at, because she tells Walt, she tells Walt, what did she say to Walt? She said, did he tell you something the time that we... She said, that's why I don't mess with your pussy, your punk ass or whatever. You a F-boy or whatever. From the moment that, that's why I stopped effing with you or whatever. And then Jessica realized that she hit it first, pretty much. So, or he hit her first. So it's crazy, but that's how that left off on that scene. This was literally another filler episode. The first opener was weak as hell, which is getting weaker and weaker with Black Ink crew, I think they might need to start coming together with Chicago or something, like doing some trips to different locations, because they're falling off heavy. Black and Crew Chicago is still good and rocking or whatever. Compton is slow as hell right now, but I'm gonna try to get through that episode review as well. I only literally had like one page really of Black and Crew Compton. That's how dry it is right now, but we're gonna keep reviewing it to give its ups, because just to get it show a little whatever. But all right, y'all, this your girl La Kiki, Miss D. That is. And make sure you like and subscribe to my channel, and make sure you hit that notification bell so you can get all of my updates on all the shit I like to talk. All the shows I like to talk shit about. All right, I'll holla. Bye.